Hello, welcome to Cypress Automation. This is Sherful. In this lecture, we're going to see how to implement page object model design in a Cucumber-BDD project. So let's go to our VS Code. So up until our last tutorial for the Cucumber-BDD POC, we have seen we create a feature file and where we have two scenarios, and also we create a step definition file, and we link with each other. We have seen how to link with each other, how to talk, how to create the folder, and then how it stalks each other, and also then we ran the test cases, and we have seen that both scenario were passed, right? So now this this is like a pure BDD Cucumber the project. But now if you would like to implement your page object design concept to this Cucumber-BDD your project, how you can implement this page object design. So that's what we're going to see. Okay, let's go. So I'm assuming that you're familiar with my this continuation of project like the BDD Cucumber, so you know about it. So so since this is the continuation, so if you haven't seen from the beginning of this tutorial, please watch this. Don't watch it from the middle, you will not understand. Okay, so here is our for the same page, like I say, our the practice page for our application. Right, so this is the feature and this is the step definition. So inside, and we as you know that we have to create another folder, exactly the same name, your feature file, so that inside the folder we create our step definition JS file. So in the same folder, we're going to write another class file, okay, for our page object design, to implement your page object design. So we need a separate class file for each and every page where we're going to put all the belongings like testing web element related to that page, and then we'll make a connection with our step definition and we'll run it. So that's the idea, right? So this is for the same page, this is the feature file. For the same page, this is the step definition. So inside the folder for the step definition, over there, let's create another class. So we're going to create another file, right? So let's create a class. So let's give a name. I would say just give a name, since it's a practice page, right? So give a name, just practice page, just fine. Practice page, right? So practice page.js, so that will be the file. So this is the JS file for the same page. Let's create a class. Okay, let's create a class, give a name. So to create a class, as you know, you just write class keyword. We have also just the quick note that we have a separate project just how to develop page object model design, but it was not based on BDD Cucumber project. It was based on the Cypress recommended Mocha project, right? Mocha framework. So you can watch that one in details. I explain, but here again, I'm going to I will try to explain it as much as possible. So here is a class. To create a class, use the keyword class and then give a name. So let's you can give a same name or different name, but I will give a same name, right? So practice page. So this is my class name, and then this is this is your body class of body for your class, right? Simple. And then the first things we're going to what was our step definition. Let's come to over here. So first thing in our step definition, so how is going to work? Inside the step definition, you can see for all the the pattern, the given, when, all the steps, right, we'll keep as it is. Just over here, the code is over here inside this given block or when block. It's going to be moved from here to our practice page. The reason why, that's why it's called page object model, because it's the page object model. It's nothing, just you will have a separate class for each and every pages, and then you will put all the the belongings from that page, like test element, like a testing web element related from that page, so that you have a central control on that page, and if you need to any update change, you can just change up there. It will be automatically reflect your test cases. So your test cases, the plain test case is over here, scenario in feature file, but actual code is on your step definition, and this step definition will be nothing, just over here inside that. So we'll call the related method from the page, right, from the page. So that's why the actual code will be in the page by the different method, and we'll call just a method in the related step definition. So that's the way it's going to work. The first, we need to create a, so what was the things? First things, like you can see for the given, it was we said like to visit the application, right? This was the application, right? So let's say you can put this one in our this code we're going to put in a method. So first we have to land to this page, right? So the same code, let's copy the code, and then we'll create over here one method to put those related code. So I would say and it's everything will be go under a method, right? So for this code, this is like related I successfully browsed to the application. It means landing to the application. We're going to create method is called a static, say given a method name load homepage. So because it's all about loading or landing to the home page, right? So this is a method, static method, very simple. Put it over there, and now I'm going to paste the code here, right? Let's paste the code here. Sorry, let's put some space. Okay, so let's over here, right? And then we can remove this guy, you don't need anymore. Okay, so the code is actual code. We'll just call the method over here. We'll see how we can call the method. I would just let me just create the method, make the page ready, and then we'll see. Okay, and next is get title, right? I click on the practice button, right? Let's see, click on the practice button. So I would say over here, so create another method, give a name static click on practice button. So just to remember that when you create a method, give the method name something meaningful, like it's related, the method, whatever the type it will do, just give similar type of name, so it's going to be easier to understand by the reader as well as see you, right? So click on practice button, so we can easily understand this method is related to click the practice button, right? So over here, just to show you once again, let me bring the page once again, just to recap our application. So it was our application, Code and Box Automation Lab. So we landed in this page, and after that we click on practice button. It's come to over here. This is our, and over here our two scenario. One is verify this title, the automation practice, to ensure that, and also another one, the second scenario is related to from the static drop down, we confirm that we selected Selenium, and Selenium was selected. This was the two scenario. Okay, so the first test case was just we landed this home page, then click on practice. So this is about the practice button, click on practice. So that's why we're saying about this. Okay, so let's say, so this is the method to click on the practice button. So let's get the code from here. Here is the code related, just copy from there and put it here, right? So put it here, right? So this is and after that, what's the next? Go to the step definition here, then I should see the title. So it's the next. So as soon as you click on there, right, as soon as you click on this practice button, so after you ensure that you see you see this automation practice. This is the title, right? So related code over here, I would say let's create a method. Related method would be static, and then get title, since it's a related title. So get title, right? And then let's get the code, related code over here. So copy the whole code here. Okay. Okay, let's copy the code. Okay. Sorry, you have to copy the whole thing, or you can cut it and then paste it here, right? Okay, so one thing here, okay, like let's create it, and then we'll go review the method once again after we create. And after that, what's the next step? The next step is when I click on the static drop down. Okay, so click on a static drop down, right? Get drop down option, I would say. So let's create another method, static get drop down option, get drop down, I would say get drop down option, right? So this is another method for selecting the Selenium static drop down option. So let's get the code from there, right? Got it, and then paste it here. It's very simple. And after that, I will say I should able to see the okay, I should able to see the Selenium. Okay, so this one is get drop down option, and then static we can put both are in same. Okay, let's make it okay. Get drop down option. So this is just only to select the drop down, and this is the ensure that you selected Selenium. Okay, select static select Selenium. Select Selenium. Okay, I just give you select Selenium method, right? Selenium option, right? And then copy the code from there. This will ensure, this is just assertion, right? To ensure you selected the Selenium option. Okay, so pretty much, just make sure you save it, and after that you need to now call this method. You need to call this method to in this, because this is the real code, right? This is actual for each and every we have the given block, when block, then okay, all those things, right? So you have to call this related method over here, and then it will call the method over here, and then it will do the job. So to call any method from a class, from one class to another file or another class, right? You have to call it. You have to make sure you import the class. You have to import this class. First of all, you have to import this class to up here in this step definition JS file, and then you can call any method using class name dot your method name. Since those methods are static, so there will be no problem. You don't have to create the object reference. So that's two different way you can call any method. Either you create an object, you create an object of that class, and then use the object reference, call any method. Or if your method are all static, so you directly call class name dot method name. But before that, you have to make sure that you have to import your class to the from where you are going to call, right? So to import it, so I need to import this practice page class. So before that, to in this step definition JS file. So to do this, you have to ensure that your this class, this page object, this class is allowing to import, right? So this class, you have to make sure that this class is allowing to import itself to any other JS file. To do this, you have to type over here at the very end export, because you're giving a permission to export this class to somewhere else. So to do this, you have to write just this command, export, and then default, export default, then whatever your class name, copy the class name and paste it there, right? So that's that. Will let you this code will let you enable to export this class to somewhere else. So save it. Now go back to your step definition class, JS file. Now you can import it. How you can import it? So to import it, so let's you are going to you can type over here or here. You will type the keyword import, and then what's the import from where? Import this is the from where. So this is the place, this is the practice page, right? From practice page, this is your folder. So team, where is the, so you're saying import. What you're importing? You're looking for to import this practice page.js file, right? This class. So where that class is, your class, that class practice page.js, it's over here. Where it's inside the code box underscore practice page, right? So you can you are saying import from where? Put the first you put your folder name. Your folder name is codenbox, CODENBOX, codenbox underscore practice. You have to make sure that you write exactly the same way. Practice import, right? That's from right, and then you have to put a single quotation, and here you will put the single dot. Then you can see the class it shows already over here, right? So this means you are importing, your intention to import this practice page class, right? The practice page, the classes we have practice page class, and this class is inside this folder codenbox underscore practice, right? So when you are going to import, you are going to say first where is what folder inside. So it's import, this is the folder name, and from that folder, so you're saying from, and then you have to make it align. So this page object, this practice page inside the one folder, and it should be aligned with your actual project, which is the project level is Cucumber-BDD test over here, right? So this class is just inside one folder, so it should be out of this folder so that it could be your project level. So to out of one folder, one step back, out of one folder, one step back, you have to put one dot. If you have this inside two folders, so you have to put then two dot. So this one dot means you are putting this classes outside of this folder and putting on the project level, so that it can talk with your project other files like your features files, everything, right? So this is the way it's import work, right? So now you're importing. So now you can easily Now this page, this is step definition, this JS file have the knowledge about your practice page or your practice page class. So now easily you can call any one of the method from this class, right? So how you gonna call? You are just going to type the class name dot your related with the method name. So first one is load homepage. So practice page load homepage. So let's copy here, come over here. So this is the one first, right? Practice page dot, you can see now it should show you practice page paste. It should, okay, practice page dot, where is the load home method? Load home method. Okay, so let's save it. Probably it will be easy to understand. Okay, so this one the first, right? And after that for the when, okay, when is a related method for the when block. The related method over here it's click on practice. What is it? Okay, click on practice button. So it is the method related. Click on practice button. So call this guy, come over here, type practice page dot, right? Now you can see all the methods are showing, right? So method name is click on practice button, right? And after that you can, now the next one is then I should see the title of the page. So for the title of the page, you can see here we pass there is a variable, right? There is a the page title and its type is a string. There's a variable, right? So you have to also same pass a variable up there too. So let's go here. Where is the practice page? Here, this one. So the page title, let's put the same the variable here. What does it mean? So when you call this method, when you call this method up here in this, over here, and it will see that you have a actual, there is a parameter over here. This parameter page title is the actual, so it will replace this variable, this parameter will replace by the by this page title, which is the holding the actual value from our feature files. In our feature file, this is the actual value, automation practice, right? So you can give a different parameter or argument, that's fine, it's up to you. Okay, let's call the method, related method dot, what was the method name? Method name is get title, right? Nice. And then next one again, practice page, it is related with select a drop down, right? What is the method? Select Selenium, I think. Let's go from there. Okay, get drop down, right? Get drop down. And the last one, it's select Selenium, right? You can see select Selenium. Select Selenium, you can see select Selenium method, right? It's exactly the same over here. Select Selenium, right? You can see. So pretty much that's all. So you see this how it's organizing. So it's pretty nice now, neat and clean, everything, all the elements and also related method, everything in your page class. And so anything you need to change in future, say this example, this CSS selector got changed, you don't have to worry to come back your step files. Even though if this method you use 10 different places, you don't have to worry to individually go each and every step definition places and remove it. You don't have to update it. You just come in this page and you just change update, it will reflect all other places you are using the same element or the same method, right? So it should be like this, right? Save it. If you want you can, in JavaScript there's no problem whether you can use the semicolon at the end of the statement or you can leave it empty. It's up to you. There is no problem. Okay, it's not a sensitive like a Java. Okay, that should be good. Let's run it. See this how it works. So we're using npx Cypress open. We're going to use our test runner. Here we go. You can see this is our feature files, the only one feature files, code in box practice features. So this is the file. Let's run it. See how it goes. Okay, looks good. Loading the page. Yeah, it's loaded. Pretty good. The first scenario is pass. Looks like, yeah, it's moved to the second one. Okay, and then second one we got a fail. It says what's the fail? So you can see, let's debug it. So first one, it's the second one is passed. The first one was fail. As a user I was able to write, let me see, let's select the yes. Okay, the drop down option, it's fine, it's pass, but the fail one, it's okay, successfully browser the application. Okay, the click on practice button. So this is the, you can see on the right side, right, the reflection. So it's fine, it's clicked, it loaded, and then I should see the title of the page is automation practice. So get title, invoke the, then okay, the page title is not defined. Okay, it's saying the page title is not defined. Something maybe we did wrong. So let's see the related code. So it's saying, okay, this is the get title, invoke, okay, text 1, and the page title expected, that's fine, to equal page title. Okay, the page, oh, that's the argument we pass, page title is not defined. Okay, okay, let's get back to our code. Okay, let it close. Let's close it. Okay, minimize it. So it means over here it's saying that over here, right here we pass the, we create the parameter. It's saying it's not defined. Okay, let's see. So I believe what I did, I hope that you can catch the mistake what I did here. So I passed this parameter over here, right? And this is on here. This page title is actually holding the value from our feature file, right? So when you call the method, this is the method, right? We call this method. So when you call the method, we have a parameter, so we have to pass the actual value, the argument is over here. So what is the argument? So this is the actual variable is holding the actual value. So it means we're passing this, we're passing this one, this same value, same variable we can pass over here. So now it will get the, so this is now have the actual value, and this actual value will get replaced over here. So it means the the actual title, which is comes from the automation from our feature file, which is automation practice, right? So let's run it. It should work now. This time it should work. So make sure you save it, save all. All right, save it and then run it again. Okay, loaded the page. Here we go. This time it's good. Let's maximize it. You can see now. So this is our first scenarios. I should be able to see the title of the page, right? So it's loaded over here, and this is a click on the practice button. You can see here is a click on the and then it's loaded, the actual the practice page, and it's find the title, so it's invoke the text from this element, and it does the assertion. And the second one, I should able to select the static drop down. So here is it's find the drop down, right? This is it's select the static drop down option, and then you can see it's also does the assertion. It means it's actually able to select the drop down. If we just move on, you can see here it's selected the Selenium option, right? So that's the the beauty of implementing the page object design in your BDD framework, and that's a way you can do. It's a very easy, but it's a very good and effective concept. As you know, page object design is very famous overall in automation world, so it's a good practice to integrate your page object design on your, whether you use a BDD framework or Mocha framework. So this is the the full the POC. You can see the based on the BDD-Cucumber framework project using page object model design. So that's all about this tutorial, and still there's one more part is remaining that we'll see. There's what kind of report it works with the BDD-Cucumber the framework. So stay tuned. In our next tutorial there will be the report. We'll find out the plugin that works with the BDD, and we'll see that how it can integrate and all those things. Thanks a lot, and have a good one. Bye bye.